Hi guys, in this video we're going to be removing the alternator in a 2006 Toyota Highlander. The first step in that process is to remove the negative battery terminal. Once you do that, you will go over to the alternator itself, and there is a terminal there where you will take a 10mm socket, remove this cable here from the alternator and set it over on the side. You're also going to need to remove the belt, the serpentine belt, and I know that's various ways of doing that. You know, there's even tools out there. You should be able to get it with a ratchet without any problem. Okay, here we have got the belt loosened, got it removed from the alternator. The way you do that, it's kind of hard to see, but down here, slightly above the tensioner pulley for your belt is it's like a big nut there that you could put a 19mm socket on, and with your ratchet, depending on your ratchet, your breaker bar, that sort of thing, you can pull towards you and take the tension off of that belt. And once you get the tension off of that belt, you should be able to remove it. To unwire the alternator, the first thing you'll do, taking a 10mm socket, is you'll remove this nut and remove this cable from the alternator. Then you will simply take this plug here, squeeze on the left and the right side on this particular one. Once you do that, you squeeze and wiggle, and it should unplug rather easily. Our next step then is going to be to remove these brackets, get the harnesses out of the way, and then take a 14mm socket, and there's two bolts, one on the top and one on the bottom. And then once we remove those, we should be able to pull the alternator. You have your belt and all your wire harness brackets removed. There are two bolts, one that's located on the bottom of the alternator. It takes a 12mm wrench. You can probably get it with a wrench, but you can use a socket, just whatever makes it the easiest for you. Then a 14mm here on top. To remove the brackets for your wired harness holders, there's simply a 10mm bolt that goes here into your alternator that holds this one in place, and then an 8mm that goes down and holds this bottom bracket here in place. Once you remove those, you can pull your harnesses out of the way to give you easier access to this. And once you remove your bolts, you should be able to remove your alternator. And there it is, freshly removed from the vehicle. You can replace or repair it, just depending on what you're doing. If there is a reputable repair shop in your area, I'd give them a try. It'll save you quite a bit of money. Most of the ones you get from the parts house, unless you specify, but some of the ones you get will be actually rebuilt. And they'll take your old one and simply rebuild it and sell it to someone else. But you might want to check out a reputable repair place in your area, and they might be able to save you some money.